on a draw now with Hubbard. And he'll go down at the 28. The Panthers now are 2-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hubbard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they ended with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Carolina defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. In this offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they at one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Dalton. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good pickup of 38. And kudos to Andy Dalton, by the way. What an underrated career this man has had. And with that last pass, he goes over the 40,000-yard mark for his career. Just a tremendous accomplishment. Think about this, folks. Something only 23 others have done before. Touchdown, Carolina! Chuba Hubbard, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Richardson. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
So Dalton now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one. And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Richardson off the play fake. And that would be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. There he goes, right side. He may go. Touchdown, Carolina. Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit and then score here. That's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Richardson going to move him around. Now Richardson to throw on third down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Second down and a yard. Dalton now to pass. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the counter, this is Hubbard. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
93, 53, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
It's now third down and 6.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 60. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Got it. Ready.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action. Richardson rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hot. 368.
Passing, it's Dalton. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Regular.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hubbard. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Richardson looking to throw this. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Kylan Granson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Intercepted.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Regular. Yeah, fast it.
To throw here, Dalton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
We're good.
Here's Dalton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here you go. 368.
Andy Dalton.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he'll have it in the run zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And the route is on here in this 1st half.
4 seconds, all that remain here this 1st half as the kick gets away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Get it. Ready, ready.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really Charles. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. That caught by Tremble. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Dalton off play action. That is taken in by Hurst. Touchdown, Panthers. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Panthers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Panthers 45. Colts nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Colts.
Alert! Alert!
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 1. Again, it's Taylor. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, it's Taylor.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Taylor going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Dalton. And Shark hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, They've just been effortless for them in this one, and that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Dalton's throw complete there to Thomas. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Dalton throwing on second down. His throw incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Just a gain, a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Ready.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jones on the return. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Dalton's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. It's across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Panthers, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets. You ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so that you're safe now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights of going and paid down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you.